Hello everyone and welcome to a new tutorial about the Yamaha Modx. Last week or the week before I introduced Radio Gaga as a sound. There I used the vocoder. I have done this more often in the Korg Kronos, also for Radio Gaga and in the Air tonight. And today I would like to show you how to do everything on the Yamaha Modx. First, it is important to know that the Yamaha Modx has an unbalanced microphone input, unlike the Korg Kronos. The Korg Kronos has balanced inputs, which means we need, I hope you can see this, an unbalanced, that is, a mono jack plug on one side, and of course, an XLR microphone on the other side, along with the appropriate microphone. For this, we use a dynamic microphone because the Yamaha Modx cannot provide phantom power. Now, let's go into the device and see how it works. Now that we have plugged the cable into the back of L Mono, we also have R. Let's first go into the utility menu. Here we will go under settings, if we are not already in there.
Then under audio input output, first switch the add input, which are the two analog jack inputs, to microphone. When we set it to line, we can connect a CD player, iPad or anything else we want. Now we switch to a combination that I have already prepared, namely Radio Gaga, and there I will show you what needs to be done to get the vocoder running. In this example, I have now used timbre 8 for the vocoder. Since 2001, you always need to have a sound for the input. We are now going into the sound, specifically under Edit. Then let's first go into the effect. Here we can see that I have already selected the vocoder. You will find the vocoder under Air, MISC when you go into the type. There are some other cool things to talk about later, but definitely the vocoder up here on the right. Then we have the modulator, which in this case is add input. We can also choose any part or the master. That means I no longer control the vocoder through the microphone and the analog digital input, that is the jack input, but rather through a part. That works as well. For the preset, I initially chose basic. Then we go directly into the insert and see that there are several settings you can adjust for the vocoder. However, we won't go into that just yet. You can play around with it, or we can do it when we really dive into an example. Next we go to the common area, which is for the overall sound. And here we select mixing, input mode, set to the input where we have the microphone or whatever else we are doing with it. For example, if I have the vocoder or the vocoder microphone on the left, I set it to L mono. If I want to use a normal microphone in time, I can use LR mono. Then the two signals are controlled separately, and I can assign a different effect to each. The output select must be off because the sound is routed internally. That is actually the most important thing. And here under routing you can see that the add input runs into the vocoder effect, and ideally something should have come through by now, but it hasn't. Why? Because I haven't turned on the input. So turn it on. Directly to the left of the power switch you will also find the gain control to adjust the microphone signal. This should of course be done as well. So now we see in the last part, when I press the keys and do not speak into the microphone, no signal is received. The signal only comes when I speak into the microphone. Wiesbaden. I will show that again on solo. If I press now, nothing happens. And when I speak into the microphone and press at the same time, something comes out, radio, radio. That's it. It's that simple. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, just subscribe and make sure to click the bell as well.